Welcome to My Spoonie Sisters, featuring stories from special guests dedicated to empowering those with chronic illness. Our goal? To connect people and provide the support and tools they need to live a better life. For those with chronic illness, our energy levels just fade faster. We must be more purposeful with the spoons allotted to us. So grab your coffee or tea, sister, and tune in as My Spoonie Sisters share stories of living with chronic illness. Welcome, my Spoonie Sisters, to this episode that I want to call Welcome to Your First Rheumatology Appointment. Aren't you lucky? Walking into my first rheumatology appointment in 2011, it felt overwhelming, but knowing what to ask and what to expect made all the difference in navigating my autoinflammatory arthritis journey. Later, I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. So here is what I learned and what you need to know before your first visit. 5 things to know. Medical history is key. Bring a detailed list of your symptoms, including when they started, how they affect your daily life, and any patterns that you've noticed. Previous tests and medications. Have a record of any prior blood tests. This means imaging, x-rays, or MRIs, and medications you tried, including over-the-counter ones too. Next, we have physical exam expectations. The rheumatologist will likely check your joints for swelling, tenderness, and movement range. Be prepared for a thorough physical examination. Treatment may take time, so remember that. The diagnosis and treatment process can be complex, and finding the right medication for you might require a lot of trial and error, so be patient. Next, you have chronic illness management. Understand that your diagnosis is a long-term condition that requires ongoing management, not just a one-time treatment. I think, a lot of us go in there and we are hopeful that you are going to prescribe this magical pill for us, and then the next day or a week later, we feel normal and healthy, and it doesn't really work that way. Okay, so next what I want to tell you is the 5 questions that I recommend that you ask in your first appointment. So number 1, what type of autoinflammatory illness do I have and how severe is it? This will help you understand the scope of your condition and its possible progression. Number 2, what are my treatment options and how do they work? Now, understanding your options from the disease-modifying rheumatic medications to biologics will help you make informed decisions. Number 3, what lifestyle changes can I make to support my treatment? Ask about diet, exercise, and other changes you can implement to improve your quality of life. And number 4, how will we monitor my progress and how often should I follow up? This ensures you stay on track with treatment and allows for timely adjustments. And lastly, number 5, are there any potential side effects or long-term risks with these medications? Knowing this helps you weigh the benefits and the risks for your treatment plan. And of course, last of all, I want to leave you with this. Here is a list of the disease-modifying drugs for autoimmune disease and their most significant side effects. Okay, we're going to start with methotrexate. Its side effects are fatigue, nausea, liver toxicity, lowered immune function. There's other things too, but those are the main ones. Hydroxychloroquine, or some people call it Plaquenil. These side effects, typically you need to worry about vision changes, and they will recommend that you see your eye doctor twice a year. And keep an eye on headaches and dizziness. Number 3, sulfasalazine. These side effects are things like upset stomach, skin rashes, and liver issues. And next we've got leflunomide or Arava. The side effects are diarrhea, liver damage, and hair thinning. And then there is one called azathioprim or Imuron. And that's not one I've been on, so I'm not super familiar with it. But from my research, the side effects are stomach irritation, loss of appetite, and mouth sores. And then, of course, there's biologics like Humira and Remicade. And these side effects, they're a risk of infections, injection site reactions, and allergic reactions. And then, of course, lastly, what I want to share with you is about JAK inhibitors. And these set of side effects can be things like blood clots, infections, increased cholesterol levels. So be sure that you talk to your doctor about all the risks involved and decide together what is going to work well for you. And of course, we're always here for you. That's why we are your Spoonie Sisters and we are a community, because we want to support you and never have you feel lost and confused through your journey. So if you're new into this little realm of our land, welcome to the club you don't want to join, but we're here for you. Until next time, don't forget your spoon. The information, opinions, and recommendations presented in this podcast are for general information only. Consult your own physician for any medical issues that you may be having. The information should not be taken as a replacement for medical, clinical, professional advice, diagnoses, or medical intervention. My Spoonie Sisters and guests will not be held liable for any of the consequences of such action or inaction. Trigger warning. Some episodes may cover sensitive topics including, but not limited to, suicide, abuse, mental illness, and chronic disease. You are advised to refrain from listening if you are likely to be offended or adversely impacted by any of these topics. None of the guests or hosts will be responsible for your use of the information contained therein. Life is not merely to be alive, but to be well. Living a life with a chronic illness is best described with one word: unpredictable. Be Well's products are designed to make the unpredictable easier to deal with. Back when I was getting my infusions, I would have loved to have their adult zip hoodie. They even have one in pink. They also have everything from one-day pill holders to urgency buckets. So remember, they want to make your life a little easier. So be sure to check out Be Well.